Shidim Shari, first day of November. Alrighty, let's take a look at the health insurer. It had been over a week since I spoke about them, but let's circle back and see. ELV, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that it traded the way it did, you know, given that it's tax loss advantage. um, I don't mind buying it here. Okay, if I have extra cash laying around, won't be a bad idea to buy some right here, given that it stay within that big candle. Um, yeah, that was definitely not a chase. All right, it's now 2 weeks ago when that earning came out and it got a dump. Yeah, that was prime tax loss selling opportunities for the big boys because all year it was higher all year, and all of a sudden you got a nasty 10 to 20% loss on your book. You take it, and so now I say it's time, right? It's definitely my top pick of the big four to buy. Next up, the one I would not touch, UNH. Not right here. Would I buy it down here at the 200? Maybe, but risk reward, yeah, sure. Can you get the 5% move to fill the gap? Yeah, but yeah, I tend to prefer to buy things that I think can get 10 to 20%. A 5% upside doesn't excite me. All right, so UNH, not now. CI, that one, I talk about it, right? For those that pay attention, it filled the gap beautifully, right? It filled the gap. I thought for sure that this line right here, this red flow, this gap up low would be the key that it must hold. But go into earning, it did not, and it filled the gap, which is fine. Now, normally I would be very happy to nibble at the gap fill right here, especially when it's a strong zone of support. But my concern was the continuing um, buyout merger rumor with Humana, and that was one ugly candle. Yeah, that candle is just nasty. Let's zoom into that candle. Yeah, you get earning day, which was very good. Okay, solid earning, good guidance. It just look at that. That is just not pretty, not pretty at all. To get to the confluence of moving average and then reject and finish near the low of day, that's massive. Okay, it's a 10% move range from 340 to 314. Literally a 10% move down. Candle, not pretty. Okay, so um, not much to say, but I think it's going to be persisting problem with CI until they come out and say we change our mind, we kill the deal. That's the overhang that you have. All right, that's I like CI. I would buy CI down here for sure if there was no merger hangover, overhang, not hangover, overhang. Speaking of Humana, here we go. This behaved fairly well this past 2 weeks, given that it's tax loss dumping candidate, right? How can you not be? There's plenty of tax loss here. Now, I'm sure part of this staying up here is because of the signal overhang. And so I don't love it here. Okay, I had a position. If this thing pop anywhere into the 296 range, you betcha. Now it's a gap fill coming up potentially that can be a spot to trim as well, right? 279, 278, right? That's all. Keep your eyes out for that the gap fill at 276.8 to be exact. Okay, so let me put an alert in here. It almost got there right here. This hit was 275, so it was a buck 15 away from um, filling the gap. So let me 276, 65 gap fill. This way, I know that it has filled the gap and will make a decision to do something with my shares, okay? Because I'm inclined to hold on to it until I know one way or the other. Um, it's not a big deal. It's not a big position. Not something that I care to liquidate or take a profit or take a small loss, whatever. It's not a big deal. But for now, it is a watch for sure. And that's it. It's going to be a crazy Friday with big econ data today. Uh, if you don't know, it is unemployment rate. The last time that we had unemployment rate was, of course, a month ago, and that rocked the bond market because it was strong, very strong. So crazy. Economy strong, job market resilient. Consumer is fine. They're just fine. Nothing wrong with the economy. All right, people. Good luck. It's